Hey guys, welcome back to the James Bond Show. This is a quick video with no fears, limits, or substitutes, and I am your host, Krazy Kajeevie. So quick video for you guys. I just wanted to go through the new official one-sheet James Bond poster. Before I get into that, quick little bit of housework, guys. If you watch this, please give a thumbs up. You know, I can get 400, 500, 600 views, and you get 40 likes. If everyone just spends 2 seconds to give it a like, it'll help support the channel and bring the channel up. Also, if you hit subscribe, that'll help too. Now, when you hit subscribe, you get an option with a little bell. If you tap that bell, you will get all notifications. And please leave comments. I love them. I read them all. I am very, very busy at the moment. I'm about to head off to work again. But in between breaks and whatnot, I do try and check out the comments as well. Okay, let's get right into this. So it's the new poster. Now this is the one in the thumbnail, and you see Daniel Craig, basically he towers over everything, the action and the different characters. He's not holding a gun. Okay, I wish Bond was holding a gun. These days, and again, I'm the only James Bond channel that's really being honest about this stuff. The film looks great, the visuals look great, and the story, from what we can tell of it, looks compelling. But James Bond should still be, I mean, just a gun. Imagine if he was turned around the other way, just the other way, and he's just holding a gun like that. It would make such a difference, and the rest of the poster would probably flow on and look beautiful anyway, would look fine. Just, we've got him to the back. I just reckon, even if he's to the back, if his hands just up like that from behind, holding a gun, it would make that much difference. Or even one of the girls, you know, maybe Paloma holding a martini glass, or Bond with a martini glass like this, gun like that, and then the rest of the action happening. Now, okay, I've got mixed feelings about this poster, and as you guys all know, I don't sit on the fence with anything. So my mixed feelings are, compared to what we got, it's funny, the 50th anniversary and the biggest grossing Bond film of all time gave us the worst posters ever. They said nothing about the film. They were terrible, and that was Skyfall, or as I call it, Skyball. The posters were terrible. Quantum of Solace, posters weren't great, but you know what? At least they suited the film. They were a bit... And they had... You know, they were simplistic, but they had colour as well. The Spectre posters, the character posters, yeah, were okay, and they're doing the character posters with a cubic kind of start that again, a cubic kind of setting in the background with the No Time to Die stuff, the different character posters. But what they've done with this new poster, they've taken some of the character posters, like the Q one, for example, where he's like that with the glasses, and they've just slapped that straight on this poster. Now, I think out of everything in this poster, what stands out to me as being really wrong, and I'm going to get to my good points in a moment, but the Madeline section looks terrible. It looks really wrong. I think, now, she's in a black dress, but it looks kind of photoshopped. The other stuff looks kind of more artwork, where this looks a bit photoshopped, like more like a realistic photo put in there. I think they should have had her in a white dress. Now, realistically, if she's on the bottom right in a white dress, it wouldn't quite work. I get that, because you've got that white cream background next to it, and she'd blend into that too much. So what I believe they should have done, you've got Rami Malek, Safin, aka Dr. No, up here. I reckon what they should have done is they should have wedged Madeline in closer to him. Then she could have had the white dress juxtaposed to his black garb, her white, added more colour, or her in a beautiful red dress, added more colour to the poster, and then I would have taken Q and put him down in that bottom corner section. That's what I would have done. I miss the old day of the Frank McGuinness posters, and apparently Frank McGuinness, he's still alive, and he's like age 94 and still painting. So God bless you, Frank, for getting to such a great age and still doing your work. I would have commissioned the man to come and do something classic, or maybe even for a DVD Blu-ray release would be really cool. Maybe to get Frank McGuinness back on board and do one last Bond, especially at his age. I think it would just be lovely to do. So this one, I don't know if this was part of the poster competition. I'm trying to find that information out, because Eon were running a poster competition. They were using Daniel Craig to push and promote. So I'm not sure about that, if that's the case. I find that poster competition surely would have been a bit hard unless Eon were giving the contestants set images to use, maybe, because how do you do a poster about a film that you really don't have many images on, except for things that were maybe you screenshot, take things out of the trailer or little snippets that were put out there, and maybe they put their own, twist and their takes on them. So in the poster we see Bond, we see Rami Malek there as Safin Blofeld, we see Madeline down the bottom, which I don't like, we see Q, we see top right hand corner, we see a bit of the Cuba set. Now guys, I could be way off here and I could be seeing things, but have a look at that Cuba set, zoom in on it, if you just get the poster, zoom in on it and have a look. And it looks like it says DRN or DR something going across, and then it's like something, and if you blot one of those lights out, those neon lights out, it looks like it says Dr. No. Have a look at that. Tell me in the comments maybe if I'm seeing things. But I just found that interesting, and yeah, I look through everything, and maybe I'm looking a bit too hard, I don't know. On the left-hand side, we've got, well, down the very bottom of the poster, we've actually got the Aston Martin. And then on the left-hand side, we've got Daniel Craig's James Bond on the motorbike. So they're showing two parts there of, like, the material sections. So, that's pretty cool. It's definitely action. Oh, and they've also got the little, as I call it, the Q boat plane, or plane boat, whatever you want to call it. That's up there as well, and I'm really excited to see that in the film. I really am. And I'll tell you what, one thing I'm really looking forward to, as we know, I've discussed here on the James Bond show, they actually filmed finally close to my homeland here, Australia. I am originally from the UK, but grew up in Australia since the 80s. They finally filmed somewhere close to Australia, and they filmed in New Zealand, White Island, where the volcano eruption happened last year, killing 21 people. So I'm so excited to see that photography and what they've used there, because that, I believe, is where the boat plane flies down. I shouldn't really call it a boat plane, actually, because it sounds like a boat plane like they're probably going to have in Jamaica, but the Q plane. Okay, I'm just going to call it the Q plane. The Q subplane. Q plane. Yeah, Q subplane. I'm calling it the Q subplane because we see it later as a sub. So I'm looking forward to, in the new trailer, we see it, which I've done a video on, so check that one out on my latest trailer update for the We Share the Same Enemy TV spot that's just come out. You see the plane coming down and you see all these clouds. So that will descend down to Dr. No's lair, and the exterior location for the lair is White Island. So that is one of the things I'm really looking forward to seeing in this film. Just seeing how beautiful that looks, and maybe that could be my next holiday destination. It was nearly a year ago I went on a cruise to New Caledonia, and I absolutely love that. So I am looking forward to booking a new holiday soon. So maybe could be White Island if tourists can get back down there and put a bit of money into the local area, which would be good. Guys, that's my quick view on this. I'd love to know your comments on the poster, what you think of the posters overall. At least they've got a bit of colour to them, which is great. They're bringing back a bit of colour. And I really believe, my gut tells me that Fukunaga is behind a lot of this and bringing a lot of colour, pizzazz to Bond. And I tell you what, I am going to make a very quick prophecy here or something. Okay, I believe that No Time to Die is going to, I really do believe it's going to be an incredible film, just with woke aspects in it. But I believe that No Time to Die is going to be so good in colour, action, adventure, style, that people are going, the fans of Skyfall are going to see how overrated Skyfall is. I really do, because I think Fukunaga is going to bring back the Bond tropes. I think we're going to get probably a bit more martini drinking. We're going to get way more action than what Sam Mendes put in both Skyfall and Spectre. So we're going to get that action. I think we are going to get a lot of humour, and that's why Phoebe Waller-Bridge was brought on to do a lot of humour. So I think this film is going to make people, when they see Skyfall, I think they're going to make themselves think, this is really lacking action. And sure, Roger Deakins did some beautiful cinematography in Skyfall, but I think this one is going to blow people away. And I also think that No Time to Die is going to win the most Oscars of any James Bond film. I think Billie Eilish will. She's the flavour of the month. Her song is doing very well. So personally, I like the song. I think her voice is nice. Do I like it as a James Bond song? No. Just as someone to hear it, yeah, it's a fine song. But do I think it's a great James Bond song? I think if it had percussion and just more bombastic, then yeah, I think it could have been probably one of the best, like really, really good. But because of those things lacking, it lacked that James Bond thing for me. But overall, I think it will win the Oscar next year if it's still in people's memories. And I believe that the film will probably win for cinematography. And I would not be surprised if the film's really great with a great story that Fukunaga could be up there for director as well. So guys, that's my little bit of a ramble and rant on the poster and thoughts around the poster. I'd love to know in the comments below what you guys think. Till next time, I will see you later. Till then, say hi to your mum for me. And keep on bonding.
Hey, Craig, I've got a gun. Yeah. Krazy Craig here. I got a gun. You don't have a gun. Hey, you don't have a gun. I got a gun. Hey, see, this is a gun. Now I need a martini. I'm gonna go and get my martini. Yeah. Now I've got a gun. And now I got a martini glass. Huh? What do you think of that, Daniel Craig? That's how you do James Bond. And now I'm in the glass, Daniel Craig. Look at me. I'm in my martini glass. I'm looking like really cool. Really cool. Okay. I'm gonna go now.